Jennifer Lopez being trolled by fellow Bronx natives over a viral clip describing her teen years. Hi everyone, it's YouTube Newsday, and I'm here to tell you about a recent viral moment involving Jennifer Lopez and some locals from her hometown in the Bronx. As you likely know, Jennifer Lopez grew up in the Bronx borough of New York City. She's very proud of her roots in the Bronx and often pays tribute to her upbringing there. However, a recent clip of J.Lo reminiscing about her teen years has gotten some attention, and not all of it positive from other Bronx natives. It all started when Lopez did an interview to promote her new Netflix documentary, Halftime. In the interview, she shared some memories from her years attending various performing arts high schools in the Bronx in the early 1980s. Lopez described taking the subway to and from school every day, often having to change trains a few times. She recalled discovering new parts of the Bronx on those subway rides, and feeling a sense of freedom exploring on her own as a teenager. Lopez painted a picture of her Bronx upbringing as giving her independence and street smarts at a young age. Now on the surface, there's nothing really controversial about what Lopez said. However, when a short clip from the interview went viral on social media, some Bronx locals started calling her out. They criticized Lopez for portraying the Bronx in an overly romanticized way and almost making it sound trendy or cool to grow up there in the 1980s. Many commented that the Bronx of that time period was actually a very gritty, rundown place with high crime rates. Taking the subway alone as a teenager would have been dangerous, they argued, not some carefree adventure. Others felt Lopez was exaggerating her hardscrabble upbringing for publicity, or to make her rags-to-riches stories seem more impressive. The pushback gathered steam on Twitter, with hashtags like #JLoveFraud and #BitchesNoBTTR poking fun at Lopez. Commenters joked that J.Lo must have been taking the magical Bronx subway to avoid the real dangers. Some even dug up photos from the actual 1980s Bronx to prove how rough conditions really were with burnt-out buildings and trash-strewn streets. They felt Lopez was disrespecting the struggles of others who grew up there at that time. The debate started getting media attention, with articles calling Lopez out as clueless or accusing her of propagating false nostalgia about the Bronx. As more people chime in, it turned into a broader discussion about reconciling personal memories with broader social realities. Interestingly, Lopez hasn't directly responded to the backlash. However, her sister Linda, who also grew up in the Bronx, did defend J.Lo on Twitter. Linda said every person's experience is unique, and just because the borough faced challenges doesn't invalidate how Jennifer felt as a teen. She pointed out their neighborhood was diverse with good areas and bad, so it's possible Lopez had a somewhat positive experience even amid the disadvantages elsewhere in the Bronx. Overall, though, it's a debate that's underscored the complexities of discussing place, identity, and memory. On one hand, people felt Lopez was unfairly dismissing the very real struggles many endured. But others argue she was simply sharing her subjective recollections as an ambitious young artist, not claiming hers was the only Bronx experience. In the end, it showed how personal narratives can intersect with the desire to properly represent history. So in summary, a viral interview clip sparked hometown trolling of Jennifer Lopez over her descriptions of taking the subway as a carefree Bronx teen. But it also raised interesting questions about individual perspectives versus collective realities. And it proves J.Lo's Bronx roots are still a subject that can get folks in her borough talking, even if they don't always see completely eye to eye. That about wraps up this YouTube news update on Jennifer Lopez's recent encounter with Bronx nostalgia critics. As always, feel free to discuss further in the comments and share your own thoughts on the debate. And subscribe for more entertainment industry stories, breaking down the trends and conversations happening online. Thanks for watching.